Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I had a request from a lady if I could make her a tag book and using copies of my old wallpaper. So yesterday I went to the oldest house on my farm, and I found a big sheet of wallpaper that was falling apart from the wall. So I took it inside, put it in my sink, and I actually managed to pull off 4 different sheets from that little piece. So there was 4 different wallpapers that you could see parts of. So I did a copy of these on some sturdier paper. So I thought you could see the process, how I make this, if you would like to. So I'm turning on the camera and you can follow me if you would like to see how I make this tag book for the lady. And hopefully she will be satisfied with it and want to have it. So let's try and make something beautiful from these old wallpapers and some of the antique laces. And I'm doing it a little different. I'm making the tags a bit longer than usual, so it's kind of a A5 size on the length of these tags. And we will of course decorate them a little bit more, but try to not cover all of the wallpaper. We'll try to leave them and let them at least peek out on some of the places. So I hope you have better weather than I have today, and that you are all right. We was told from the weatherman that it would be sunny all day today and all weekend. But it was sunny when I got up this morning, having my breakfast and going my walk with Nico. But when I arrived at home, as almost every day now, I got into a little bit of rain the last piece of the road home. So it seems like I always walking around in wet clothes. They never seems to be able to dry before it's time for the next walk. So it feels like that's kind of ordinary now. So then I'm going to cut these edges, and I'm going to do one as a template. So I'm folding this and going for that shape. like that needs to be a little bit more on this side. Don't know why, because I thought I cut it even. There we go. I think I am kind of it's so many patterns on these, so I think I will just fool my eye by looking at several at the same time. Okay, we have our base for the tag book, and now we are going to hinge them together so that we can fold them out as a kind of one big book. So let's use some of the lace. I think this is a little too thin. I want something that are a little bit thicker. So let's go with these ones. These are cute. And they look the same both ways, so when we put them on the side, we don't have this edge shape on one side, and that's nice, I think. But it's kind of the same. So I need to decide which one that will go on the front. Which wasn't so easy. Those are kind of the same. Maybe this one with all of the different wallpapers. Next one. I'm leaving a little bit of space so that I can put some thicker laces in. So it has a little bit of space. We have ourselves some cute hinges, and I want to have some also on this side, so it's kind of covering up the edge on this side too. I like these edges. but it's totally too wide, so let's rethink this too and kind of take them apart. Don't be afraid to cut your things, laces and textiles and whatever you work on, because it's totally make a difference sometimes that you can make such beautiful things with the pieces of something else. I was afraid in the beginning to cut in everything. I thought I destroyed it and thought that I have bought this, why should I destroy it? And but just look at this. Now that was almost more beautiful than these pieces. But I thought now I can put kind of like this in the middle instead. See if this can be enough for 3. So I put that aside for a little while to dry. I like this one with all the colors on it. So we just need to check so that they are the right size. That was kind of perfect. That too, see? That was a little bit too wide. I almost eyeballed everything. That didn't work, so it was kind of too near the spine. The edge, sorry. I'm losing words today. That's better. So I'm thinking maybe something like that in size, and then I need one of these pinkish one. go with 3 of those. Three different sizes. No, that's boring. That's boring. Let's use some of these old ones instead. I have just cut them off the pillowcases, so the textile is still left on them. It's easier from this side. Well, the sun is coming back like that. In time for Nico's walk. So let's put this down. And I'm going to make it as a double pocket. So I'm gluing the edge so we can use the lace as a pocket too. Then dragging this down so we get it flat and nice, and the lace kind of peeks down a bit. That was not something that worked. Totally the wrong color. No. think we will use one of these tags as decoration. Little bit of lace. Then this one on the other side. Need to make sure that this is glued down all the way. Then we will put this as a little side tuck on the other side. Then we can put something from the side there. So it gets kind of a little double pocket on that too. So the last one. Should we use a watercolor piece? Or should we do something old bookish, patternish? Old bookish, patternish, I think that was a new word. Crazy Swedish lady making new words today. That's kind of not unusual. When she can't speak English, she makes her own words. But maybe you should be happy that I don't speak as I do at home. We are talking a bit special in this part of the country. Dialects. So I don't know if that's your word, but it's mine. Så ibland så talar jag så ger då vi hemma i Malung. Det här är inte lätt att begripa. Så då får jag höra hur det låter i tala svenska fast på malungsmål. Här är lite avläsen till tala engelska. Did you understand anything? That's how I speak usually here in my part of the country. It looks a bit, sounds a bit like Dutch. So. Yes. Let's go crazy and blend some colors. I'm actually making 2 of these books. So one of them is going to go into my Etsy shop. I thought as I'm doing one I can also do 2. So I'm going to kind of copy it and do another one that looks the same. That's a bit fun to make it that way. So now this is dried, so need to decide if we are going to have it. I think we will have it this way. So we're going to need some writing space and some laces that are dangling down, and maybe also some small laces on these edges, these 2 edges that aren't so. I think I have my really thin ones here somewhere. There we go. Let's go for those on this edge. Checking so it's even on the other side. This is one of my favorite laces. It's so delicate. And I'm using every one of these pieces. It's so delicate and special. Kind of trying to stretch it and get it straight. Yes, I love that. So, writing space. Should we maybe use these handmade papers for some writing spaces? Or is that boring? Maybe we are going to use something that is patterned on one side and kind of plain on the other, so we can flip it instead. That was my Ella. Oh, some of these, of course. Some eco-dyed paper is nice. One is perfect. Is it white on the back or have I printed on both sides? It's white, perfect. And these are nice. I'm kind of into these monogram things at the moment. These are cute. Now I think we have enough. Some of these antique photo frames. Okay, now it's raining again and the sun is gone. See, this is how it is every day in Sweden now. I kind of walk half the way me and Nico used to go, and then it starts raining and I'm totally wet when I get home. Crazy, crazy. These are from Roxy Creation, and these are so beautiful. Can you hear the rain? Oh my, it's crazy. Just wow. Can you hear that? Oh my. I'm happy I'm not outside at the moment. I think it's almost could kill us. It's small ice balls at the moment that are kind of 1/2 centimeter, looking like snow when it hits the ground. I don't know what you call it in English. Hail, maybe? Hagel in Swedish. Kind of need to learn some more English words. But on the other side I can learn you some Swedish. Det haglar ute. It's pouring down hail. Nico is actually yelling at it. Thinks this is crazy. We have a couple of things to use. Eco-dyed paper is always nice. It's beautiful to look at, and you can write on it without any problems. Can you see this? Pouring down. You can see it's almost like ice. We took a trip yesterday to a town nearby and had some homemade ice cream, and was looking at these waterfalls. I will put in some pictures. It has a couple of roads and it seems like it will never stop. It has been cutting off whole villages up in Åre and Gothenburg. It's so crazy when it's burning everything down on Hawaii, and here in Sweden we are getting so much rain, so the villages and the cities can't take it. So water all over. We have to close our subways, and yeah, you know, it's these climate changes are kind of crazy. But we can at least sit inside and craft. That's nice. All dry and safe. I like that. I'm doing another kind of top spot on this one. Do the same with this one. So we have a let's hinge it so we can use the front and the back. And another little flip on that book. And should we put it on this one? Let's go with this one. more thing on this one, I think. But we need to give this some background, I think. So this is so thin. Maybe use some of this brown paper. But this is too thick too. I have another brown paper we can use, I think. Got it. To try to get this a little bit rough. Let's be a bit wild and crazy and hinge this with the purple type of textile. Look at that crazy colors. I'm using so much colors today, so I almost think that I'm going to be sick. It must be something wrong when I'm using so much color. But I guess we might need it after all this rain. So now the sun is shining again. So typically Sweden at the moment. Yes. So I think we have enough of inserts. So I'm going to call it a day and sew this until we meet next time. And then we can put it together with all these beautiful things that then are sewn, and then we can add the laces and do the final decoration on it. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will be back with this one and with Ella. So oops. Saved it. So I will be seeing you soon again, and we will come see see, I can't speak today. We will complete this and see how it looks, and hopefully it will be totally nice, and we get some more old laces on it. That was all for now. See you soon again. Until next time, bye bye from Sweden.